Any teenager, and they'll tell you their problems are serious. Cliques, crushes, the cafeteria, just to name a few. But tonight, you're going to meet a gridiron star who fights far bigger battles off the football field. Here's ABC's John Quinones for our series, Hidden America.
Here we go. You want some? Go get some!
Bring them down! Don't push them!
9-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 1.
It's Friday night. The lights, the band, the football field.
Stay middle!
Ball on the 47-yard line.
You're on the short side of the field!
Pure pandemonium. The whole town is out to watch their local high school team. But the players under those helmets just might surprise you. Because before they suit up, they're on a completely different field.
How many kids on the football team do this?
It's everybody. Everybody. It's at least 30 guys. Yeah, I can't believe Evan almost beat us.
Kids like Edgar, Yimi, Rafa, Julio, and Victor, laboring in the fruit and vegetable fields all summer and on the weekends.
This is what we do.
And what your parents did, and what their parents did.
It's going on and on. This is what we have to do.
Welcome to Mendota. This poor, dusty town in California's Central Valley is the cantaloupe capital of the world. Nearly all the residents are Latino and farm workers. It's back-breaking work that begins in the wee hours of the morning. You'd never know that 18-year-old Edgar Segura, sitting there on the other side of the road, is Mendota's star running back.
Waiting for my ride to work, clean the tomatoes. This is gonna be my 4th year doing this.
After an hour-long drive, Edgar arrives at the tomato field. His job, to pull weeds from the ground. He'll do this for 10 hours straight, in temperatures that reach 114 degrees.
Damn. Hot, hot, hot. Yeah, I feel like I'm sweating.
But Edgar doesn't mind the hard work. There's a valuable lesson here.
It's just by working hard, everything pays off. You understand? Like right here, I come in the morning. All I think about is my future. Do I want to do this or not?
And you don't?
I don't want to do this at all.
Is that what you're thinking when you're
every little plant I pull out. Would I rather do this, or I'd rather be in the office doing something else?
Why do you do this kind of work?
I do it to help out my mom and the bills.
And by working out here, how much can you earn in a week during the summer?
$372.
A week?
A week. I give her what she needs, like for the bill, anything. I help her out.
Helping their families. We hear that over and over again from the kids of Mendota, where more than 40% of the population lives in poverty. Like 16-year-old Yimi, a linebacker on the football team.
What is it like working out here?
It's kind of hard. Sometimes you don't want to come, but you have to do it with the family.
Who is in the family with your help?
I help a lot my mom and my dad, and my family that I have in my home country, Honduras.
So you send money to your grandmother?
Yeah, and my aunts. So probably 100, 200.
A month?
Yeah.
Their 10 to 12-hour workday is only just the beginning. After leaving these tomato and cantaloupe fields, they go straight to school for football camps.
10, warm up. 10.
Weight training, practice, another 5 hours of tough physical work.
Get chopped right here, baby!
Why? This football team, the Mendota Aztecs, are two-time defending champions. They run drills until sundown.
I go to sleep like at 10, same routine over again.
And they wake up the next morning and do it all over again.
What makes them tough?
Their upbringings, that they come from a small town, blue-collar people, and the toughness comes from their family, that they've inherited that hard work, and the never-quit attitude is what makes them real tough as well.
Beto Mejia, the Mendota football coach. And by the way, he also works in the fields.
Set! That's what we gotta concentrate.
With him at the helm, the Aztecs are looking to prove they are no flukes, determined to repeat as champions. But this year, they're in a stronger division, competing against bigger and more affluent schools.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
As summer comes to an end, so does employment for most kids. His classes are back in session. For Edgar, now in his critical senior year, it's not much of a break. he has a full academic program
Come on, get down, get down.
on top of football.
Pick it up, Marco! Pick it up!
Edgar is the star of the team and has dreams of getting a college scholarship. His room is lined with posters of top universities. But it won't be easy. Back at school, Edgar is called to his guidance counselor's office.
D does not count, so you're gonna have to take that over.
She tells Edgar he has to pick up his grades.
This is not gonna cut it. If you don't get a higher than a 2.0 GPA, then, you know, the 4-year route is probably not gonna be an option for you. It's all about the grades, and it's not just about football. You definitely put dedication out on the field, but even more so in the classroom.
Edgar seems a bit overwhelmed as he leaves.
Bye.
Pressure in the classroom and on the field.
Oh, God, this is a walkthrough and we can't get it down?
Always by his side is his coach, Beto, who believes his job goes beyond football. He's guiding his players through life.
School, food processing plant that's not guaranteed work forever. Fields, which is hard work. And a prison. You're gonna have to make a decision one day. Playing football will change your life.
It's the first game of the season. With the support of their school and their town, the Aztecs take the field.
Cut it up, cut it up, cut it up! First and 10.
Despite being much smaller, Mendota dominates. Edgar scores 4 touchdowns.
That's you, Edgar!
Waiting for him afterward, his biggest fan, his mother, Alejandra. Also waiting, a huge crowd of Edgar's fans. The people of this little town all lining up to take a picture with their Superman.
This community has never had something special like Edgar Segura.
As the weeks go by, Edgar and the Aztecs continue to rack up wins. But off the field, Edgar and some of his teammates are struggling to make ends meet. Though on the surface, it's hard to see. Edgar's mother, who doesn't speak English, came here from Mexico. She tells me that right now she isn't working. In the cooler months, agricultural jobs are few and far between. And even when she is working in, what else, the Cantaloupe fields, she earns a meager $250 a week. A single mom, she supports 2 kids and an extended family.
So $250 a week, is that enough to raise a family? ¿Es suficiente?
No, por eso no tuve que pedir ayuda, pues, porque no me alcanzaba.
Food stamps?
Sí, estampillas.
Do the kids complain?
No.
No? Edgar?
Menos.
Less.
Él es el que siempre me dice, está bien así, ma. Está bien, no importa.
But it's hard not to feel pressure when tacked on the refrigerator door are the household bills, rent, electricity, car payments, totaling $1,100.
Ha sido duro para mí sola. Le echamos ganas y como sea.
It's hard to imagine, but the people who harvest the food that winds up on our tables barely have enough to feed themselves. So once a month, residents begin lining up on this street corner, eagerly waiting for a handout, the arrival of a food truck. On this morning, more than 200 people show up to collect a few staples. Rice, beans, milk, canned vegetables. Among them, Maria, another football mom.
La leche dura como un día. Frijol, yo creo dura como una semana, 2 semanas. Está bien lo que nos da.
Stevie.
At Mendota High, Coach Beto and school officials make sure the players are well fed before games. A huge bonus in Mendota.
Make sure we give thanks to God, so bow your head.
On this day, home-cooked beef brisket. It's a special occasion, senior night, a time to honor kids who have given so much to their school, so much to their town.
Senior night is always emotional because you realize that their journey has come to an end and you've grown a bond and an emotion with them.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give one last hand to all the senior football players.
It's Edgar's final regular season home game.
Let's go, baby. Hey, never forget, I love all y'all.
And he's just 6 touchdowns away from breaking the all-time district record.
What keeps you grinding?
To beat the record. I want to get that record.
All right, let's go, 10.
game time, and as play begins, Edgar scores one touchdown, then another and another. He's running, he's catching, he can do it all. Now watch this play. He goes right and off like a speeding bullet. No one can catch him.
History, baby! Yeah!
Edgar sets the record, 119 career touchdowns. He's overcome with emotion.
I feel great, baby.
On your mark!
Congratulations, man. I love you, kid. You deserve it, man.
A hug from his coach and then his mother.
What are you thinking about when you're carrying the ball and barreling through toward the end zone?
I'm thinking about my mom standing on the other side, and she needs my help. So I try to get there as soon as possible.
With that win, they're in the playoffs. Then barreling straight toward the championship. But that means more intense workouts and grueling practices that go late into the night. Edgar struggles to juggle football and academics.
Sometimes I just feel like laying down in the bed, just put my head down and close my eyes, but I can't.
Compounding the stress, final exams and the SATs are right around the corner.
It's kind of hard, but then again, I take it day by day.
At home, an exhausted Edgar crams in some studying before bed. It's time for the championship. Edgar's last game as an Aztec.
Everything that you work for, this is where you gotta lay it out.
And on this night, the punishment is brutal. Edgar takes hit after hit. The Hawks take the lead.
Edgar, don't let him see you cry.
He watches devastated as the clock ticks down.
Liberty High 31 and the Mendota Aztecs 19.
Mendota loses. Defeated, Edgar crumbles to the ground. He feels he let down the entire town of Mendota.
We love you, Edgar.
Of course, that's not the case. Mendota still loves the player they call Superman, especially his #1 fan. But there's not much time to sulk. The next day, a dejected Edgar walks to class still thinking about that game.
I should have won the Valley, I guess.
The most important exam in his life barely on his mind.
I just think Edgar, we have not seen the best of him. I think he's saving the best for his grand finale. You see it like this.
And he has. Now, a year after we first met Edgar, his dreams are within reach. He pulled up his grades and earned his diploma. His number has been retired. And there's more good news. He's been accepted to the University of Utah, where he'll have a spot on its football team. But with no scholarship, Edgar will still need to earn or borrow the money to pay his tuition. And yet, on this night, the pride of Mendota is all smiles.
You don't even know, my boy. You don't even know.
Full of confidence and perseverance, the stuff Edgar Segura learned so well back in those tomato and cantaloupe fields.
Bravo, Edgar, and our thanks to John Quinones.